I wanted to talk about timers. So timers actually can be useful, and we're going to be using them, so I wanted to show you a little bit about it. This is from W3 Schools. Here, okay, you can see a button, and when you click the on-click JavaScript function, when you click on it, it calls a function called myFunction. So you go to myFunction, and because it's inside the page, it has to be surrounded by script tags. And what does it do? It's set timeout. So that creates a timer. And the timer says it's going to call this function. You can, you might see things that look a little bit differently, like here. It's hard to tab in this environment, but it's something, it may not look exactly like, it's just the formatting. If you see it on one line, or if you see it when I do the code, sometimes it's in more than one line. But basically, when it's saying that it's going to call a function, which function? This function, which will alert something called hello. It'll alert the word hello 3,000. What is 3,000? It's milliseconds, so it really means 3 seconds because it's in milliseconds. So every 3 seconds, the word hello will be alerted in 3 seconds. So let me start this again. If you click on the button, then this function, myFunction, will be called. MyFunction just calls set timeout, which takes in a function, and it says, well, in 3 seconds, this is what you should do. So let's do it by, I'm going to click on it. So I clicked on it, I hit try out, and now I'm going to wait, see, 3 seconds. So basically, as soon as I clicked on it, it went to myFunction. MyFunction says wait 3 seconds, it's 3,000 milliseconds, and then alert this hello. So that's it. It's a one-time thing. You hit try it, and then it waits 3 seconds, and then here. So that's how this works, set timeout. It tells you, well, in 3 seconds, what should you do? This function. What does this function do? This function just alerts the word hello. So I modified it without a button. I wanted to show you the window.onload is how JavaScript, when the page loads, JavaScript will run this function, this anonymous function. It's going to run this. What's it going to run? Anything that's inside this function. It's going to run when the page loads. So what did I do? I created a timer, and I did the same thing as what was there before, but I wanted to show you that you don't even have to press the button. I wanted it to come up, that alert hello, in 3 seconds without pressing anything. Clear timeout just clears the timer. So I cleared the timer after. But let me show you. I'm going to see result. And now if I wait 3 seconds, hello comes up. So it was just a cute way for me to show you don't even have to hit the button, because I did it with window.onload. So when the page loads, it's going to do everything in this function, and I only have this exact code from the previous page, which says, look, alert hello in 3 seconds. So I hit result, and that's what it does. Now, I'm going to copy this code. I want to show you something else. I'm going to put it in a new window. Okay, now this one it's also not going to be a button. It's going to be that as soon as, it's using set interval. So set interval is different than set timeout, because it constantly happens. So it's every 3 seconds. I want the alert hello to come up every 3 seconds. Again, I don't need a button. It's going to be in the window.onload. Every 3 seconds, okay, and of course, until I X out of this window, it's going to keep doing this. Every 3 seconds, it's going to alert hello because I use set interval. So instead of doing it once, it's doing it every 3 seconds. And this can be very useful if you want a function. Of course, you wouldn't want a function like this because this would be really annoying. But if you actually want a good function, something that runs in the background to do something every certain amount of seconds, to call the database and update something, or whatever you want. If you wanted something to happen, it actually is kind of useful to know and to do. And I'm going to X out of this before my hand gets tired.